Hi Gemini, welcome to your May No Contact Love Tarot reading. Gemini, we're looking at the person on your mind, the one that you're thinking of during this time of no contact communication, and we're going to see what is going on with them. What happened between you? How do they feel about it? How do they truly feel about you? What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? And could things change? All right, Gemini, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading. And we have the wisdom of the hidden realms here. So to get you some opening messages with this deck, then jump into your reading. But welcome in, Gemini. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. And keep in mind, Gemini, that all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages come out, so please do keep that in mind as well. And if you find at the end of this reading that it highly resonates for you, I do offer extended readings now, and I'll tell you more about that at the end of this reading. So let's see what's going on here. The Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity, compromise. We have 21, which is 3. And 3 is, growth, expansion, building, and rebuilding. Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. We have 17, which is 8, which is infinity, travel, action, movement, putting in the work, communication. The Winged Wise Ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. We have 34, which is 7. 7 is divinely guided spiritual energy. It's just a little bit challenging. The Word Lord, communication, praise, and dishonesty. We have 43, which is 7. Another 7. I'm feeling like whatever happened here, this person wasn't truly honest, obviously, about their feelings for you. It's almost like they need to wise up here, right? Obviously, while you're watching this, we do have the Wise Woman of Wonderland. So, there is some sort of angelic help here, whether you're trying to pray and manifest something here. Sisters of the Season, I'm kind of feeling like this has been going on for a while, maybe through many, I don't want to say many seasons, but it's been a while, right? Now the Word Lord, yeah, I just feel like they were very dishonest, right? But we do have communication here, so whether or not they're going to reach out, we're going to see. And I think you got wise and you're like, you know what, I'm pulling my energy back. If it's meant to be, it'll be, right? So I definitely think they were not honest with you about how they feel. But let's see what's going on here. So let's see, Gemini, the situation. So we can touch on that a little bit here. This is the Jonathan D. Easy Tarot. I will post or link an Easy Tarot. It's a tarot deck and a book to learn if that's something you're interested in. If you're just new to tarot, you could check that out. But either way, let's see what's going on here for you, Gemini. And I usually close out here on YouTube with another oracle, but we'll be doing that on the extended instead. All right, so let's see the situation. I'll mention the signs as I see them. So it could be signs in chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. You could disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. All right, Gemini, so what do we have here? What do we need to know? High Priestess. Yeah, that's no communication, right? Justice. Strength reverse. Star. And Judgment. Wow, so you got a lot of majors coming out here. All majors. That's crazy. And another major on the bottom of the deck. Are you kidding me? 5 of Pentacles reverse. This could be about them reaching out. No more feeling loneliness. So I feel like there was a quick judgment call here. I feel like you felt strongly here at Gemini that like the situation just, how can I put this, wasn't strong enough for you. Like they weren't coming forward and leveling up, right? So you went no communication, right? You made that discernment, judgment call. Judgment here. They need to heal and do the right thing. If this is going to heal, they have to level up and do the right thing with the Justice card, right? Because I definitely feel like you weren't getting what you deserve. And there's a new communication right there with the High Priestess. So we have Pisces, Libra. Someone could work in the justice system. I mean, it doesn't have to be law or law enforcement. But we have Pisces, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. All right, and they could have been acting a fool. I mean, we have to have the Fool here. So maybe they were just acting foolish instead of just being serious about this connection, right? And you're like, you know what? I've had enough. All right. So let's see, Gemini. How do they feel about this now? Right? How do they feel about this now? What do we need to know for Gemini? What do we need to know for Gemini? How do they feel about this now? Gemini. What do we need to know? Knight of Pentacles. Hangman reverse. I do feel like with the Knight of Pentacles here, there's been some time, quite a bit of time here. Hangman, though reverse is about coming out of limbo. Happy, destroy, total fulfillment. The World reverse. So yeah, they don't want it to be over, and that could be a return. The cycle's not over between you, but you know, they have to speak with truth, clarity, communication here, and they definitely know they didn't do that, and you put a wall up, right? Some healthy boundaries, and you kind of told them like it is, and they realize that now. But they realize how happy you make them, how happy the connection was. Maybe I feel like they took it for granted as well. Not wanting it to be over, definitely want to come out of this energy, out of this limbo, but I feel like it's going on for quite a while here with the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, that could be months. With the Knight, it's a very slow moving energy. And they could be realizing, you know, I got to take action soon. You know, the more time that passes, you know, it's not a good thing. So we have Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. The Queen is Libra for me. I can represent you as well. 3 of Wands reverse can be right now. Right now. And an offer, Page of Pentacles, right? Yeah, they were holding back. Why am I feeling they were just being like, it was just nonsense, like foolish, maybe childish, not being serious, kind of taking it for granted. You know, that perhaps you wouldn't go anywhere, right? All right. Gemini. So let's see, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about Gemini? How do they truly feel about Gemini? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Gemini? 7 of Pentacles. So they're assessing this whole situation with you. And they're feeling regret, loneliness, sad over the conflict that's happened. 5 of Wands. The Moon. Yeah, so they're having some fear here about you. Right? They don't know what the future holds now. But, you know, there's a lot of fire, passion, and chemistry, no doubt about that, with the Queen of Wands. 4 of Swords. So they're doing a lot of thinking about you, this connection, everything that's happened, and being more serious. The King of Pentacles. I just feel like they need to be more serious, right? If this is going to be successful. 6 of Wands. Set it up in the air and all over the place. 2 of Pentacles. This could be them now wanting to come in, taking the lead here with the Queen of Wands, right? But they fear they don't know what's going to happen here. But they do regret the conflict that's happened, and they regret how long the time has been since you haven't communicated, right? The 7 of Pentacles, and they're reviewing everything. We have Pisces and Aries. So let's, okay, well, all right then. Let's see, I mean, we have the Knight of Wands here, which is non-action. We kind of see that happening right now. But let's see what they're doing right now that you need to be aware of for Gemini. What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? Let's see. King of Wands. Look at that. King, Queen of Wands. Great chemistry together. There's no doubt about that. Ten of Swords. So they're realizing that this could be over if they don't come forward. But, sometimes when they get the Knight of Wands reverse in this type of situation, they know they can't just come in for fire, passion, and fun, right? It can't be about that. Knight of Swords, wanting to rush back in here before it's too late, before it's over. And have it be about the love, being softer, kinder, showing more love, affection, emotions, being in love, acting like they're in love, acting like this is a love connection instead of just being foolish, whatever they were doing here. So let's see, we have Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Sag. Two of Cups. I mean, there's the union right there, the connection. Hierophant definitely is leveling up and being more serious, and morals, traditions, values, standards, doing things the right way, leveling up, taking action. Eight of Wands. Okay. Well, we see that that's what they want to do here. So let's see how things are going to change for you, Gemini. So we'll do one more row with a little bit of clarifying. My cards just want to fly. One more row with a little bit of clarifying, and then we're going to do more of that in the extended with a separate tarot deck. We have the Witch's Tarot for that, and then we have spirit messages at the end of the extended reading for bonus messages. So let's go a little bit further here, and then we'll see what we're going to look into for the extended, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute here. But if it's resonating, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly appreciated. So how could things change here? What's going to happen here? How could things change for Gemini? Five of Pentacles reverse. Death. Oh boy. Six of Swords. King of Pentacles. Well, there's the more serious card, right? And the Seven of Swords reverse. So no more, avoidance and running and acting the fool. The Seven of Swords reverse. That definitely is being more serious. So especially the King of Pentacles right next to it. Six of Swords, that could be about moving forward, more positive energy. And I do feel like Five of Pentacles reverse, that this is like, I don't want to feel the loneliness of this being over with the Death card, right? So you have Scorpio, Virgo. If this were to be over, they would be at a total loss here. Five of Pentacles reverse. But we have this red cross on the Six of Swords. That's healing. For me, it's kind of like, red cross. A healing kind of energy has to move forward in a more healing, balanced energy, more serious energy. No more foolishness or whatever, how they acted. That's actually pretty good. So we got Scorpio, Virgo. Yep, balance, healing, patience. I think you've had a lot of patience. This is the soulmate alignment card, things meant to be, healing. So they've been thinking a lot about that. Four of Swords. And the union here with the Two of Cups. Ace of Pentacles reverse. So, a lot has to happen here before, the solid new beginning. But we do have the balance and the equal give and take reciprocation of energy here with the Six of Pentacles. Fire, passion, exciting new beginning, but it can't be just about that, right? It can't be just about that, because we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. If they come solely for that, it's not going to work. Eight of Pentacles reverse. All right, Gemini, so we're going to go in the extended now. So what we're going to look at as why were they acting the fool? Why, right? More on how they feel about you, what's going to happen, how it's going to move forward, what you need to know about it. Can you trust it? How does it look, coming in and moving forward? Advice and guidance for you. Like I said, we got the Witch's Tarot for that. And at the end, we'll pull some spirit messages for some extra messages. So if that's something you're interested in, link is below. My Patreon's down there. You can either become a member or a one-time purchase. And as a member, you get every single extended to every single sign's readings, which is a ton of readings. So if you cross-watch or watch other signs in your chart, you'll have access to all of that. So it's totally up to you. If you're interested in a private reading, I do have an Etsy shop down below where I do every reading you see here. Plus, I also offer a general reading, and I also offer a money and career reading. So if that's something you're interested in, you definitely can look at that. Everything you need to know is down below. Links, socials, info. It's all down there. But either way, Gemini, that's what I have for you. If this is where it ends for you, I do hope it helped, it resonated. If you're going to the extended, I'll see you over there. And either way, I'm wishing you the best, and I hope to see you next time.